All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up a throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
First carry for their fullback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Darren Lee there to get him down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Got three down. Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll run it here. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39! Green!
On 1st down, he'll drop the throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Over!
It's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Here's Ajayi. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Over.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit. I'll put some points on the board on this one.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's King. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Over.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He'll drop to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So out now come the Jets. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Thrown over the middle. It's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Anunwa that time, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw here. And this one's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a new one. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. This is a giant. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that.
Now it's a giant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Hey. 4 down.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 6 on the dump off, but it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Well, he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
3-19.
Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Gun!
They'll drop the throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Jay's going to go. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out now come the Lions. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First carry for Donnell Pumphrey. He finds an opening past the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's King. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, got three. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Detroit!
Now they'll switch it up here and look
trying to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
3-19! 3-19!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Letting one go deep for it. He's got him in. Complete. And he's able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, and that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
And on the ground they go with the running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
That's it, baby! That's it!
And they'll go on the ground. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Anunwa the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've hit, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll set up to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back to the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard! Leopard! We got three, fellas. We got three.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Gun! 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 Gun!
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline and kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try and run this. It's Comfort, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it, but I just knocked him off. You can't do that here. Field goal's a chip shot. Take the points. No way you can let this possession end without getting some points.
And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back now here on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. Trying to improvise. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And Ingles got it complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Landry again the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Over!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to him on 1st down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
And they'll go on the ground. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. The Jets on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll try to run with a J. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
It's Pumphrey on the toss. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gone!
Try it here. He's back to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does where a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throw left side complete. That's King. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's
Detroit,
1st and 10.
Detroit.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's a new one. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Looking to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Here we go now. Green 39.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. We're going into the final play of this game. They knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So
for the Jets, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.